Coachella is gonna be lit, but you're not allowed to light up marijuana. What an intro, what an intro, great. Here's the deal, Coachella is banning all marijuana use, which is actually not new, but it's a little bit new and newsworthy because California has legalized marijuana and Coachella takes place in California. What's happening here? California's game-changing legalization has set off a turf battle with the US government, and giant music events could present high-profile targets for the feds. Although some people are saying that's likely not the reason why Coachella is banning marijuana use. Probably has a little bit more to do with the town of Indio where the festival is located, and they have adopted stricter limits to marijuana consumption, and it's likely that Coachella just wants to play nice with the local officials. If you go to Coachella's frequently asked questions, which I highly recommend that you do because they are written like such a little chotch bro, they say the following: sorry bro, medical marijuana cards are not valid at the Coachella Music and Arts Festival, even in 2017 and beyond. If that changes, so will this answer. And that's one of many of the weird responses to legitimate questions that they have. Okay, so no weed, but people are still totally gonna be smoking weed.
This is such a clickbaity non-story.
Yeah.
First of all, marijuana has been banned at Coachella forever.
Forever.
And it totally makes sense why they would continue to do it even though California has legalized it. Because Indio, the city where they do Coachella at, doesn't want a huge festival where marijuana is legalized as well. That's just gonna cause a bunch of problems for them. So in an effort to kind of make the local municipality happy, they're like, yeah, we're gonna keep banning it, it's fine, banning it. People are still gonna bring in weed and people are still gonna get it high.
Yeah, so I guess my question is, how do you carry this out? I mean, who is going to be enforcing
You're
the
gonna have
law? I've never been to Coachella, so I don't know how this
clearly
works.
armed guards are gonna be patrolling the festival and they're gonna shoot anyone who's smoking on site.
Okay, this is a...
They're not gonna do anything different. Like as long as you're not bringing like a brick of weed with you in your bag, you're just like bringing your own personal weed use. Like that's how it's always been. You've never been, have you?
I've never been.
Yeah, it's like any other concert. You're gonna go there and as soon as the music starts playing, there's gonna be people in the crowd pulling out joint smoking.
So, okay, but I guess I'm just kind of a goody two-shoes in my weed consumption, which is like, I love weed, but I'm also very cautious of respecting the surroundings that I'm in. How, I would just be afraid that wouldn't you just have security guards just like walking around a festival, like, because you can smell it.
It's so big, it's so big. And like you can't go, when these crowds are enormous in front of these shows. Like there can't be security guards like going through the crowds, like breaking shit up and like ruining people's times. As long as you're not bothering anyone and you're not standing like out in the open right in front of like a guard or whatever, they're not gonna care.
Really?
Yeah.
What if you really smell like weed though?
Who cares? Everyone really smells like weed there.
This is hilarious. So, okay, so you've gone to Coachella before. You're going again this year, as I understand.
I think
through
so.
his Instagram story. Everyone follow Amir.
No, don't do that.
He doesn't like it when you do that. Don't do that. Is this gonna affect your experience at all?
No, honestly, like every year of my life I've been smoking less weed since college, and I used to smoke a lot.
But yeah, I feel like music festivals are sometimes just an excuse for people to experiment with drugs. Also, there's gonna be musicians.
I'm gonna experiment with marijuana. I don't know, it's funny to me.
No, but you know what I mean? I think that a lot of people like to cut loose at a music festival, and then the music is just sort of a fun added feature. A lot of people view it as like a safe space to like,
it is a safe space.
To like roll for the first time if you haven't done that before, or to get high or something.
Yeah, just be careful.
Right.
Yeah, like have good friends there that like can take care of you if need be, drink water.
I just don't understand how.
What's your question?
I'm such a little goody two-shoes that I'm like.
You're not that goody of a two-shoes.
No, but I'm just like, but how is everyone getting away with it? Like how?
You sneak it in.
But I don't know about you, but like I would be, when I'm high, I'm just so giggly
first of all,
that everyone would know.
Don't get high before you sneak it in. Like you don't want to like get high and then wait in security. That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I've done that before. I went to a Willie Nelson concert.
You smoked there, right? I'm sure.
Well, yeah, so the thing with the Willie Nelson concert is this is another one of those situations you would think that they would, and I think that they kind of did assume that everyone just sort of, like was high. A lot of people were high at a Willie Nelson concert. Actually, it was a really big mix of people. So all sorts, people from all different walks of life. Now, because I'm a goody two shoes, it said you can't bring anything to smoke in the venue. So I said, oh, I'll probably have to just smoke outside before I go in and see Willie Nelson. And so I did, like on my walk to the venue, and I just ended up getting like pretty high. And then I did have to go through like security, and it was, I will tell you, not a pleasant and unparanoid experience. Like it was really like nerve-wracking. And then I realized that I really did mess up, because then when we got into the show and everyone was in there, and when Willie Nelson went on, it was like a cloud of smoke went up in the like arena, and so many people just did it. They were like, I'm just gonna sneak my weed in, and then I'm just gonna get high at the concert. But I listened to the rules that said you can't bring any weed in. So I got high beforehand. I had to like go through security and like be in this like crowd of people.
Terrible.
Like waiting to like find my seat.
You never get high before. Was there like an opening act? Did you have to sit there and wait for a while? And by the time like Willie Nelson came out, you were sober?
No, you know that there was the opening act. It was Casey Musgraves was the opening act, and she played that song Biscuits, and then I ended up like texting you being like, I think she's talking to me. I think this is my song. All right, we want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Are you going to be attending Coachella this year? What do you think about this clickbaity story? Did you see people share it and they were bummed? Does this affect your experience at music festivals? Maybe you have a funny story about a time that you kind of got a little silly high at a festival or a music concert and you want to share it. Let's talk about it in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we will see you next time on Pop Trigger.